How's it going, everyone? If you're new to the channel or returning, we want to say welcome. Today, we put together a list of 8 San Antonio facts you may or may not know. So watch till the end and leave a comment down below which facts are new to you.
Let's check it out. My name's Alyssa.
And my name's Frank.
And we are the River City Property Team here located in San Antonio, Texas. Now before we get started, feel free to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell because we'll be putting out new videos each week about living in our beautiful city.
Right, and we're licensed real estate agents here in the state of Texas and a husband and wife team. So if you're thinking of relocating to San Antonio, whether that be for work or just a change of scenery, we would love to assist you in any way we can and just be a resource of information for you. So feel free to reach out to us with the information on the screen, with a phone call, text, or email, and we would love to help. So with that said, let's dive right into these facts and talk about fact number 1, which is San Antonio is the second largest city in Texas and actually the 17th most visited city in the nation.
Yeah, with places like Six Flags, Fiesta Texas, SeaWorld, of course our popular Riverwalk, and the historic Alamo, it's no surprise why San Antonio is such a popular place to visit.
Yeah, and San Antonio was actually ranked the fastest growing city in terms of numeric population back in 2021 and 2022. Now, according to U.S. Census Bureau, over 13,000 people actually relocated here during that time frame.
Yeah, so that just goes to show that not only are people visiting San Antonio, but they're actually choosing to stay and call it home.
And why are others visiting? Probably because of our fact number 2, which is going to be the San Antonio Zoo.
Yeah, the San Antonio Zoo is the 3rd largest in the U.S. and it was ranked the #1 zoo in Texas.
Now, this zoo is actually over 50 acres and actually contains over 3,500 animals, and it has an aquarium.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot to do and see there at the zoo. I know us as a family, we have the season passes to the zoo. Our daughter likes to visit very, very often, and you would think that we just kind of see the same things over and over, but no, actually you can see and experience new things every time you go.
And I can attest to this because I thought after visiting the zoo one time we'd be able to check everything out, but of course, up to this point, we still haven't seen everything.
And another interesting thing to note about the zoo is that they're currently going through a renovation for the entrance of the zoo. So the fact that it's ranked the #1 zoo in Texas, this new renovation is just going to be the cherry on top. Now moving on to fact number 3, which is that San Antonio is home to the oldest park in Texas, which is San Pedro Park, and it is actually the 2nd oldest in the United States.
Right, now this park is actually located just north of downtown off of North Florida Street and San Pedro Avenue. And this park is actually over 46 acres and includes their San Pedro swimming pool, which is actually pretty cool to check out. Now on top of that, they have a playground, they have walking paths, and they even have a softball field. So if you haven't checked it out already, it's definitely a site to take a look at, especially for our locals. Now coming in at fact number 4 is that San Antonio has the largest Mexican market outside of Mexico.
Yes, and that's going to be the historic market square that we have here. The market square is filled with over 100 vendors that sell unique handcrafted items. There's a ton of great restaurants and even a free art gallery here.
Right, and even the famous restaurant that we have downtown is going to be Mi Tierras.
Yes, it's a great restaurant and bakery. Right when you walk in the entrance, there's a glass display case that's filled with pan dulce. The decor in the restaurant is really fun. It's a great restaurant that you definitely want to check out.
Now, all that sweetbread is hard to avoid, so if you're out late or if you're just touring San Antonio, that's definitely a location of restaurants that you're going to want to hit.
Now, beside the many local vendors and the delicious food that we just talked about, Market Square is also home to a new art gallery that is called the Centro de Artes Gallery. Now this gallery is free to the public, so completely free to attend. Definitely one that you want to check out to see some beautiful art the next time you're at Market Square.
Right, it's a 2-story art gallery, so there's definitely plenty to see there. Now coming in at fact number 5 is that San Antonio has a Tower of Americas. Now this tower can be seen from all over San Antonio. This is a 750-foot tall tower and is actually located in Hemisphere Park, which is located in downtown. Now, disclaimer for all you locals that may have a comment to say about that. Yes, I can't walk outside my house and see the Tower of Americas. I could see my house and all the houses of my neighbors. But when you're driving along the overpasses and driving along the highway, this tower can be seen off into the distance along with San Antonio skyscrapers. So trust me, I've tried it and I've been driving it and looking off into the distance. You can see it from most places in San Antonio.
And one fun thing about the tower is that they do have a restaurant all the way at the top, which is called the Chart House. But if you're like me and not a fan of heights, then they also have a more smaller casual cafe at the bottom of the tower. And if you're in San Antonio for New Year's Eve, they host a really fun party, a New Year's Eve party on their observation deck. So you can ring in the new year at the top of the tower with beautiful views of the city.
Right, and just a small little fact here is that this building is actually the 27th tallest building in all of Texas and actually has 952 steps. So if by chance you want to just skip the elevator that day, good luck. I would love to see how that goes. Now, fact number 6, which I argued with Alyssa not to put on the list, but it made the list and I'll let her discuss it.
And that's going to be the fact that Fritos and Frito pie were both invented right here in San Antonio. Fritos were invented by a man named Charles Doolin in 1932, and it is reported that his mom invented the Frito pie a few years later after that. Now, if you don't know what Frito pie is, definitely look it up. It's a delicious treat. It's pretty much Fritos with chili and cheese on top. Very delicious. You definitely want to try it out, especially if you're here in San Antonio where it was invented.
So that was the fun fact that Alyssa wanted you to know, and it made the list, so there you have it. Now, moving on to fact number 7 is that San Antonio actually holds a Guinness World Record.
Yes, and it's going to be for the tallest cowboy boots sculpture. Now, you can find these cowboy boots sitting right outside North Star Mall, which that mall is located off of 410 in San Pedro. These boots are over 35 feet tall and weigh more than 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, and if you don't know exactly where these boots are located, and even though it's next to North Star Mall, which is north side of San Antonio, just circle the 410 loop and look for some big boots. You can't miss it.
And you'll also see people taking pictures right outside with the boots. That's a common place that tourists especially like to take pictures with those boots.
You know, it really is. Now, fact number 8 is going to be our 15-mile-long river,
which is the Riverwalk. Now, San Antonio is very famous for the Riverwalk.
Hence our name, River City Property Team.
And this Riverwalk is going to be located in the heart of downtown, tucked quietly below street level.
Right, now to gain access to this river, we're going to be able to access it anywhere downtown. Just look for the staircases that lead below to the river. Or if you get lost, don't worry, we do have signs, or you can just ask someone passing by. We're all pretty friendly here.
Yes, and there's so much to do along the Riverwalk. There are restaurants there. I know people also like to exercise. They'll take a run or a walk along the river, walk their pets. One other fun thing that a lot of people like to do is take the river barges.
Yeah, they're actually really cool. Now, the drivers of these barges are actually really informative, really educational, and it's very interesting to hear what they have to say about San Antonio. They talk about everything.
Yeah, so the Riverwalk is definitely one that you're going to want to check out when you're here in San Antonio.
And bonus fact for those that have stayed all the way to the end, if you want to work with a great real estate team, we're actually just one phone call away. So we want to remind you guys that we're licensed real estate agents here in the state of Texas. So if you're buying or selling anywhere in the San Antonio area, we would love to assist you with your real estate needs. Now, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.